Hello, YouTube. My name is Gem, or Gemini Guardian. I thought this introduction would be rather beneficial as you would only know me as the voice of the Dungeon Master, or Gem, if one of the players in the procrastinators called me out. I have been playing Dungeons & Dragons for a total of 3 years, and however many months it has been to date. All 3 years I have played D&D as a player, and for only 2 of those years have I ever been a Dungeon Master. Admittedly now, I prefer to be a dungeon master, as I have a rather creative mind. Or at least I believe so, and I'm told. I was asked by the players of the Procrastinators if I would be their dungeon master for their campaign when I mentioned that I play fairly regularly. I have not regretted it at all. These players are each creative, enthusiastic, encouraging, and kind. You couldn't ask for a better group as a dungeon master, and I honestly hope that they continue to light the world that I have created. And I'll continue to play many more sessions from here on out. Keep a lookout for the stickers that the group have created. I have recently received mine, and wow, it is so good, and I feel really honoured to have one. I currently have it on my Dungeon Master notebook, and I can't wait to add many more. Anyway, enough about me talking and me being boring. Here's a sneak peek for future sessions. The players shivered. Pulsing through their very bodies were auras of negativity. It seemed that the very aura made the ground tremble, skittering little stones across the path that they chose, until the light of their torches illuminated a large stone door, decorated with intricate carvings, warnings about what lay beyond. However, the players took no notice, and instead removed the key that they had found and kept safe and hidden. Sinking the key into the lock, they waited, and then a click. A powerful shockwave of magical energy swept over them, coating them in negativity. It took them a moment to fight it off, but in the end they did, and they watched as the stone seemed to melt away, and it gave way to a large room. The room itself had not changed at all from the time it was made. Upon the left and the right side were large bookcases stacked with scrolls in a language that may have been forgotten. In each corner of the room were large vases of pottery, urns perhaps, but for what? At the very back of the room, opposite to the players, was a fountain, dried up, but yet they could see that it was well made. A mixture of the normal cavern stone and that of deliberately made stone coloured white. In the centre was their quarry, a large altar with a table in the centre chaining an individual to it. The individual were covered in robes of purple, thin, almost skeletal, with long white hair as bright as the moon. They barely moved, yet they did not breathe either. Chains anchored their hands, legs, and neck to the table, pulsing with magic. As one stepped forward, the figure jerked and began to scream. And that is all I'm going to give as the preview for a future session. Admittedly, keep this in mind, that this may not actually happen. This may be different when it's actually told. But I thought that might be a good hint to what happens in the future. But I hope you like it. But as I said, look out for the merch, and please give our story a chance. But I welcome you to A Knight's Tale.